holy that's creativity at its finest. I was so speechless that I think I was not able to order my thoughts properly. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reacting to Ren by Hi Ren, I guess, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know because I've never heard of this artist until my friend Francis, who's also worked with me a lot on music projects and everything, has strongly recommended / urged me to watch this this video, to react to this So anyhow, if my voice is sounding a little bit weird, it's because I just recorded 3 live sessions that are going to be soon on my music channel. So if you're interested in actually listening to my music, I'll leave some links down below. Anyhow, let's get started with this reaction, and apparently I have to watch it like until the last second. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get going.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material's material. Ran, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It
I
is
learned
this
to
eternal
suffer.
dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
I have so many thoughts in my head, and I don't even know if, like, what I can say would be able to convey how I'm feeling about this. After watching this performance, or this video, I kind of like had to sit in silence for a while. I think that this video is a really good example of what it actually means to say that art is able to convey emotions in a way that just speech or words maybe cannot. And I think that the narrative is actually the point of this music, and the like musical aspects are only there to support this story. And to me, this is the perfect blend of like breaking the rules like an artist. That's creativity at its finest. It's a mix of, it's just raw emotions in music, really, truly. I made some other observations, and so I'm gonna cut back to the original analysis that I made, because there's some stuff that I want to keep, but a lot of it I was so speechless that I think I was not able to order my thoughts properly. So there you have it. Let's switch to past Elvann. And first of all, let's just get the, style and genre and what I've sort of observed regarding, what kind of music is this exactly? Somehow this makes me think about 3 different artists that I know of. I think it makes me think of, I'm sorry if I'm not saying his name properly, but Bo Burnham. The sort of like very storytelling oriented lyrics. There's this aspect where like the narrative of the music is more important than the like musicality of it, if that makes sense. I'd also say that like the theme that's very mental health related and sort of fighting against your own demons and coming to peace with them sort of reminds me a lot of some of the themes that Falling in Reverse addresses in their music. And lastly, somehow it also, like the style, the like raw guitar that I think might even be a little bit out of tune. Maybe just because he's plucking the strings so hard and they're like slapping on the guitar, and you hear this very raw buzz. Like it's not a very polished style. It's almost kind of acoustic music meets punk, if that makes any sense. But I think like the style sort of reminds me of this Russian singer-songwriter, and I'm so sorry if I'm butchering his name. I'm also going to write it down in text on the screen. But his name would be Vladimir Vysotsky. Hope I said it right. But there's this kind of like raw sound to it. So that was one of my first observations when it comes to the genre. Now, when it comes to the themes, there's so much that's being said in this, 9 minutes, and I was not able to get like all the details and all the nuances. But this is the kind of song that has so much content to it. It's like slam poetry with, the main purpose of it is to convey a message And I'm going to have to rewatch this a couple of times to really absorb everything that I feel I want to get from this song, because like, holy shit, there's so many, you know, good lines in this. The like lyrics have, I think, like, I feel redundant if I say they have a lot of thoughts put into it, because that's yeah, it's redundant. Like, it's obvious. Like, anyone who's watching it would think that it's obvious, I think. Or most people, because there's no absolute when it comes to people. With that said, I'm kind of speechless to this, because a lot of it sort of, I really enjoyed the, you know, the also the video part, and how they kind of staged the thing where he's having this conversation with like two versions of himself that are constantly fighting and in his head. And I'm sure this, like, a lot of artists, a lot of just even people who are not artists do have these doubts, like this voice that's trying to, you know, not calm them, but sort of be like, hey, like, you're good, dude, like, everything's fine. And this other voice that's sort of like crushing you down constantly. And there's kind of this battle. And also, like, that's very representative for me of my experience. I mean, like, as an artist and as a content creator, where I feel that I'm always torn between having to decide between, you know, like, it doesn't really matter, like, it doesn't matter what, you know, people think, just do it for yourself, it has to be enjoyable, it's like, it's for the art. And he said that line, like, oh, I don't remember the exact words because they were so on point, but it was something along the lines of, like, oh, but, like, music should be for, like, the sake of art. And there's a voice inside of me that's that. But, like, when you're, you know, an artist and you're struggling to make ends meet, you can't, like, it's like some of it is easy to say when you're not, like, reliant on it to some extent. And so this voice of, like, yeah, like, I don't want to become famous, but I kind of want to become famous because then I could live from my music. I like, you know, and there's this sort of battle of, like, is it, like, why am I even doing this? Like, what do I think I'm bringing to the world as an artist, really? Like, I'm just sitting down in my room playing and singing the harp, and although, like, it's great, there's, like, what am I doing this for? And I've asked myself this question a lot of the times. Why am I even, like, bothering, really? And sometimes, like, I get into those really dark places, and so that song really speaks to me in quite a lot of ways. But, like, why are we doing art exactly? And, like, there's this, you know, romantic idea, and, like, I like to think that I'm making it for the sake of art, for the sake of, like, just, you know, sharing things. And a part of me definitely does. And a part of me just lives in this constant fear that what I'm doing is just never going to be enough, that it's not worth, like, attention, or it's not worth people, like, listening to it. And it's just more noise in a world that already has too much noise. So there's just, and there's this balance, you know, because what I struggle with is, you know, sometimes I'm gonna have a song that I just feel like I want to sing and everything, and I'm like, oh, why don't I record it while I'm there? And I've done that, but then the thing is, like, I'm not doing it because, or, like, the song that I'm choosing, that I have stuck in my head, might not be what other people are wanting to hear, and hence, like, it doesn't really, you know, there's a lot of work that gets put into it, and then it just is received with you know, I don't know, it does, like, some people will really like it, but it doesn't, then, like, once it's done, like, let's just do it again. And I don't know if I make any sense right now. I don't know if, but there's just something about, you know, this song that connects with me a lot, and the sort of, like, especially, I think that I also really, really liked this part at the end and what he says, because I think it really ties the bow on this, like, on this piece of music, because there's this resolution and sort of, like, learn to suffer. How did he say that? I repeated it after him. I don't remember exactly the words he said, but in all, I kind of got sidetracked with my own experience. I think that's kind of the point of this song, isn't it? It's to make a person think about that. So I guess, like, mission accomplished. I will be looking into this artist more, either in like reaction videos. If you have any songs or content from him you want me to react to, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know in the comments down below which ones would be, you know, like which ones you would like me to react to. And else I might just, you know, look into it myself. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and that I feel like this is a very surface level reaction, because there's just so much into this, and I'll have to listen to it many times over to really get it all. But thanks to Francis for the recommendation. That was really awesome. Really awesome. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.